Imagine a garden that delights every sense, ready to transform your space into a sensory oasis. Welcome to the world of sensory gardens, where every corner is a symphony of colors, textures, and fragrances. Here, the rustling leaves sing a gentle lullaby, while the taste of ripe, sun-kissed fruit offers nature's sweetest reward. It's more than just a garden, it's a feast for the senses, so settle in and awaken your senses. Join us as we explore the world of sensory gardens, a feast for the senses. First, let's feast our eyes on some stunning sensory gardens. A sensory garden is a feast of colors and textures. Imagine a vibrant tapestry woven with hues of scarlet poppies, golden sunflowers, and azure delphiniums. Consider the contrast of a crisp emerald lawn against a border of fluffy lavender, or the play of sunlight on a dew-drenched spider's web. The visual appeal of a sensory garden is not just about color, but also about form, pattern, and movement. Take a moment and picture a garden layout that guides your gaze. Perhaps it's a winding path, leading you past a riot of wildflowers to a serene pond, or a vertical garden drawing your eyes upward to the sky. Dynamic layouts can keep the visual interest high and create a sense of depth and perspective. Selecting plants for year-round visual interest is key. Spring bulbs give way to summer blooms, which fade into the fiery colors of autumn. Even in winter, the stark silhouettes of bare trees against a frosty landscape can be a sight to behold. Incorporating perennial plants that offer different colors and textures throughout the seasons ensures that your garden remains visually appealing all year round. Artful elements can add another layer of visual interest. A sculpture nestled amongst the foliage, a mosaic pathway twinkling underfoot, or a brightly painted birdhouse hanging from a branch. These touches can bring a sense of personality and whimsy to your garden. Textures, too, play a crucial role in the visual appeal of a sensory garden. The softness of lamb's ear, the spiky fronds of a fern, the rough bark of a tree. These different textures can create a rich tapestry that's pleasing to the eye. So, when planning your sensory garden, think about how you can use color, texture, and layout to create a visually stunning space. Consider the plants that will bring year-round color and interest, and don't forget to include some artful touches. Remember, a visually appealing garden is a feast for the eyes all year round. Next, we venture into the fragrant world of sensory gardens. Imagine stepping into a garden and being greeted by the sweet, intoxicating scent of blooming jasmine. As you wander further, the aroma shifts to the fresh, citrusy scent of lemon balm. This is the magic of a well-planned fragrance garden, a sensory delight that engages one of our most powerful senses: smell. The secret to creating an aromatic sensory garden lies in understanding and selecting the right plants. From the sweet fragrance of roses to the spicy undertones of lavender, every plant brings its unique aroma to the garden. Some plants, like night-blooming jasmine, release their scent after sundown, making evening strolls a sensory delight. Others, like rosemary and thyme, release their aroma when their leaves are touched, offering a sensory surprise as you navigate the garden. But it's not just about selecting fragrant plants, it's about layering these scents to create a complex and evolving aromascape. Consider the scent of each plant and how it will interact with the others. Include a mix of plants that release their fragrance at different times of the day or throughout the seasons to ensure your garden is always brimming with aromatic delights. Placement of these aromatic plants is also crucial for maximum enjoyment. Planting fragrant flowers and herbs near seating areas or pathways allows their scents to be enjoyed up close. Similarly, placing aromatic plants near windows or entrances can invite their fragrance into your home, extending the sensory experience indoors. Remember, the goal of a sensory garden is to engage all the senses. So think about how the fragrance will complement the visual, auditory, and tactile elements of your garden. A fragrant garden is more than just a collection of scented plants. It's a carefully crafted symphony of scents that works together to create an immersive, multi-sensory experience. A well-scented garden can transport you to another world. Now let us tune into the soothing sounds of sensory gardens. Imagine closing your eyes and listening to the soft rustle of leaves, the gentle hum of bees, the melodious chirp of birds, and the calming murmur of a nearby stream. This is the serene symphony that a sensory garden offers. Water features are a remarkable tool in creating this symphony. The trickling of water from a fountain, the gentle babbling of a brook, or the splash of fish in a pond, each adds a unique note to the garden's soundscape. They serve not only as a source of tranquility, but also attract various wildlife, adding their voices to the garden's chorus. Wind chimes, too, play a prominent role. Made of different materials like metal, bamboo, or glass, They produce a variety of soothing tones when caressed by the breeze. Strategically placed, they can transform the garden into a musical haven, with every gust of wind playing the maestro. But let's not forget the most natural sound of all: the rustling foliage. The whispering of the wind through the leaves of trees and grasses paints a background score, subtle yet profound. Plants like bamboo, ornamental grasses, or even the rustling leaves of a poplar tree can serve this purpose, each contributing their unique sound to the garden's orchestra. Now consider the blending of these natural and man-made sounds. Imagine a garden where the soft tinkle of wind chimes dances with the rustle of leaves, where the song of the birds harmonizes with the murmur of water. This is the symphony of a sensory garden, an ever-changing composition performed by nature itself. It's not just about creating a pleasant soundscape though. These sounds also serve a purpose. They mask unwanted noises like traffic or construction, creating a serene sanctuary amidst the hustle and bustle. The sounds of nature can provide a soothing soundtrack to your garden. So remember, when planning your sensory garden, don't just look at it, listen to it. Let it speak to you in its language of rustles, chirps, and murmurs. After all, a garden is not just a feast for the eyes, but a symphony for the ears. Let's now feel the wonder of sensory gardens. The sense of touch can often be overlooked in garden design, but it's an integral part of the sensory garden experience. It's not just about the plants, it's about the entire tactile experience. Imagine running your fingers over the velvety leaves of a lamb's ear plant, feeling the rough bark of a tree, or the smooth, cool surface of a stone. Each texture is a new discovery, a new experience to savor. To create a tactile garden, consider incorporating plants with a variety of textures: fuzzy, smooth, prickly, rough. Each one offers a unique tactile sensation, but it's not just about the plants. The pathways and garden elements also play a key role in the tactile experience. A gravel path that crunches underfoot, a wooden bridge that echoes with each step, a stone bench warmed by the sun. These are all elements that invite touch and enhance the sensory experience. Now, let's talk about accessibility. A sensory garden should be a space that everyone can enjoy, regardless of their physical abilities. This means considering features like wide, flat paths that are easy to navigate, raised beds that bring the plants to a comfortable height, and seating areas that offer a place to rest and soak in the surroundings. And remember, accessibility isn't just about physical access, it's also about ensuring that the sensory experiences are accessible. This could mean placing fragrant plants or plants with interesting textures near paths or seating areas where they can be easily reached and enjoyed. Weaving together the elements of touch and accessibility creates a garden that's not just beautiful to look at, but one that invites exploration. It encourages visitors to reach out and interact with the space, to feel the textures, to immerse themselves in the experience. A garden that invites touch invites exploration. So let's get out there and create a garden that not only delights the eyes and nose but also the fingertips. A garden that's accessible to all and encourages everyone to explore and connect with nature in a whole new way. Finally, let us taste the bounty of sensory gardens. Imagine plucking ripe, juicy berries straight from the vine, or savoring the burst of flavor from a freshly picked tomato. That's the joy of edible gardens. They aren't just pleasing to the eye, they offer a smorgasbord of fresh, organic produce right at your fingertips. Consider fruit-bearing trees like apples, pears, or cherries for a sweet seasonal treat. Or how about a herb garden? The fragrance of basil, rosemary, and mint can waft through your garden, inviting you to pluck a few leaves for your next culinary adventure. And let's not forget about vegetables. From vibrant bell peppers to crunchy cucumbers, the options are endless. Incorporating edible plants into your sensory garden not only provides a feast for the senses but also encourages a healthier, more sustainable lifestyle. A garden that feeds the body and soul is a garden indeed. So, are you ready to create your sensory oasis? We've journeyed through a world of color and texture, explored aromatic delights, tuned into nature's symphony, felt the joy of tactile experiences, and even tasted the rewards of an edible garden. Every sense can be captivated in your own backyard. Sensory gardens are a celebration of nature's diversity, a testament to our connection with the environment. Turn your garden into a symphony for the senses. Subscribe, share, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below.